Hi there, and welcome to my channel, Pet Loss Support with Joanne. My name is Joanne Berg, and I'm a certified grief educator. I am also a therapist with over 20 years of experience. I want to address something today that I've been asked about many times lately. How do you cope with the loss of a beloved pet while still having to work at the office? This question feels even more pressing right now, as many workplaces are implementing return to office or RTO policies. Life doesn't pause for grief, and when the grief is for a pet, which is often overlooked or minimized, the challenge can feel even greater. Today, I want to discuss an email from one of my clients who wanted to share his first days of this journey, and 2, why grieving in the office is so difficult, and 3, the growing hope for change, and 4, strategies to support yourself in the meantime. So first, I'd like to start off with that email from my client. Joanne, I had to go to the office the day after my dog Izzy died suddenly. As you well know, I felt too ashamed to go to my boss to ask for bereavement leave. I had seen him react to other bereavement leave requests, and they were not positive. I felt like my coworkers even expected me to carry on as usual. I felt like I was falling apart inside, but I couldn't show it. I feel so alone and over my head at work. How do I cope when I can't take time off for this? Eddie, this is such a difficult bind to be in, as we talked about, and I know many of you who are watching have been in the same position, grieving deeply, but without the space or understanding to process it. Grief takes enormous energy. Being in the office while grieving is like trying to run a marathon with no training. It is so hard, especially if you also have to adjust to returning to the office at the same time. When you're in person at the office, you may feel that you're expected to hold it together, which can feel even more isolating. Pet loss may not always be recognized as real grief, so compassion and flexibility are not obviously offered. This lack of recognition can leave one feeling invisible, guilty, or even angry. Currently, bereavement leave laws do not cover pet loss in most countries, but there's hope. Some companies are beginning to change this. Shoppers Drug Mart in Canada and Willful now include pet bereavement leave. TWU Local 100, which is a union, has negotiated pet loss leave. More companies are becoming more open to pet bereavement, as it is not just a compassionate thing to do, but the numbers don't lie. Unacknowledged grief costs businesses in North America an estimated $225.8 billion annually. Pet loss alone contributes an estimated $2.4 to $4 billion in lost productivity. The good news is that studies show that when workplaces offer even a couple of days for grieving a pet, employees return to work more focused, loyal, and productive. Change is starting, and every policy adopted brings more compassion into not only that workplace, but paves the way for other businesses. There's hope. While laws are catching up, many of us still need to return to the office right away. Here are a few ways to start to cope. I can help. Acknowledge your grief silently. Remind yourself, I am grieving. That's why this feels so hard. What I am feeling is normal. Take mini breaks. Step outside, breathe, or pause in a quiet place. Even 2 minutes can help. Keep a grounding object if that feels comfortable. A paw print, a small photo of your pet, or a comforting item of your pet's in your pocket. These can anchor you. Allow healthy distraction. It's okay to focus on a task or listen to music in your ear iPods. Distraction can give your mind a temporary rest. You may find that the co-workers and even human resources may sympathize. You really will find that you're not alone. The workday may limit how much space you can give to your grief. So after office hours, it's important to create moments of support and meaning. If you can, tell your story to a trusted friend who can listen. Again, healthy distraction for short periods of time may help. It's okay to binge watch TV. Self-care and routine is very important. Take a warm, comforting bath if that feels right. Make yourself a meal. Go for a walk with an ebook. Keep your pet's items for a while and try to focus on the love that you gave them and their positive attributes that gave you joy. I'll also be adding more resources and ideas to my website, petlossandbereavement.com. In closing, if you are grieving a pet while returning to the office, and especially while adjusting to return to office or RTO, please know this: you are not alone. Your grief is valid, and everyone grieves differently. And while change is slow, more companies are beginning to acknowledge pet bereavement leave. That gives us hope that compassion is growing in the workplace. Sometimes a few sessions with a certified grief educator can also help you process your grief in your own way. I work by Zoom or by telephone, so you can find a quiet place to talk at your convenience. When you are ready, I am here. For more support, again, visit my website, petlossandbereavement.com, or Google my full name, Joanne Faith Berg. Please subscribe here and comment. Your grief is real. Your love for your pet will always matter, and you deserve support. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.